Because we know you will pick and squeeze, rather than lecture you not to, we would prefer to guide, support and educate you on how to self-extract at home correctly to minimise damage and maximise effect. Before you begin, wash hands rigorously. Apply any of the Karen Herzog cleansers to the face and neck, massaging for approximately 2 minutes. Then remove with a damp, hot face silk or cloth. Take a small amount of mild scrub and apply to damp skin. Work this into the face using small circular movements, avoiding the eye area. If the scrub feels dry during massage, just add water to the face and continue to work in. Pay particular attention to where there is most congestion. Remove all traces of mild scrub using a hot, damp silk or cloth. Blot the face with a tissue. Apply a thin layer of the essential mask or oxygen face cream, avoiding the eye area. Do not massage in, but leave alone to self-penetrate. Remember to apply a thicker layer on very congested areas. Leave to penetrate naturally for at least 15 minutes. Whilst the oxygen is penetrating, 2 things will be happening. Firstly, blockages such as blackheads, whiteheads and pustules that lie underneath the skin will be forced up towards the skin's surface as the skin uses oxygen to detoxify itself. This is where the magic lies. Only with Karen Herzog are these blockages able to be extracted manually, without excessive pressure or force. This is due to our unique oxygen therapy that occurs in the skin. Secondly, deeper rooted blockages are washed away with the water, uniquely delivered from our formula, and are transported by the lymph system out of the body. If your lymph system is clear, you will not get additional breakouts. If you do experience a healing crisis, with more breakouts around the jaw, chin and neck, you must regularly apply our Oxygen Body 3% to the lymph nodes of the upper body. In this way, clearer skin will be achieved more quickly. Whilst the oxygen is penetrating and leaving the cream to travel into the skin, you will probably see how dramatically different Herzog products are. Without any intervention, the cream will bubble, fizz and then disappear into the skin. You may even feel it tingle where there is most congestion or more problems. After 15 minutes, you are ready to begin the extraction. Look at the face and divide it into 3 bands. 1 across the forehead, 1 across the nose and cheeks, and 1 across the jaw and chin. Look closely at these 3 bands and decide which has the most congestion, and so needs the most extraction, and then the more moderate, and finally the least extraction. Starting with the least congested area, remove any traces of essential mask or oxygen face cream, making sure you leave it to carry on working on the other 2 bands. Study the skin closely, making sure you are working in good light. The key to extraction is not to put too much pressure on the delicate skin's tissue, and also not to use the top of the fingers, but instead work only with the balls of the fingers, working in a rolling action. Extraction itself. Cover the index fingers with tissue to act as a cushion against the skin. Apply the balls of the fingers flat onto the skin and then roll in towards the blockage, applying just a very light pressure as you do so. Work by moving around the blockage so that the pressure, though light, is not concentrated on one direction alone. You will need to work at the blockage from all angles. If the blockage is still trapped when you have worked around it in one circle, try it again. Is it raised out of the skin but won't quite lift out fully? If so, you can now try the rocking action. Place the balls of the index finger flat onto the skin either side of the blockage, and with light pressure, again, rock the fingers in alternative directions, up and down and side by side, so that the pressure is concentrated over the blockage. This should result in the freeing of the trapped sebum, so you can wipe away and out of the skin. If, however, the blockage is still deeply buried, leave it until the next time you extract. Apply a small dab of Karen Herzog's brilliant spot zapper, Vita A Combi 3, and leave to self-penetrate. A regular application of the oxygen face cream on a daily basis will help to draw it nearer to the surface each time, so when you next extract, it will come out. Continue to extract all blockages in this area. When extracting, you should never press so hard that clear fluid draws from the skin. You must stop squeezing if this happens, and immediately apply a small dab of Herzog's Vita A Combi 3. After extracting all blocked pores and blackheads from the first area, it's time to move on to the area where a more moderate extraction is necessary. Follow the earlier steps by removing any traces of the cream and then extracting. Finally, you will move on to the most congested area. Leaving this till last will mean the oxygen has had maximum time to effect, so you should be able to extract more. Repeat the process again. To help drain destroyed bacteria down to the lymph system and out of the body, you can do your own drainage massage. Apply light but continual pressure across and down to below the ears. Working across the top of the cheeks, apply continual light pressure up to the temples and then down to below the ears. Repeat across the middle of the cheeks, then the upper lip. Repeat across the jawline. Finally, apply downward strokes around the neck. A vital post-extraction step that must not be missed. You now need to seal the skin and help eliminate the risk of swelling, scar tissue and cross-infection. Apply a small layer of oxygen face cream or essential mask to the whole face and neck. With this application of oxygen to the skin, you can massage it into the tissues, as this is the second application during this treatment. When you follow these steps, it is safe to do ohm extraction once every week. We do not recommend more frequent treatments. A twice daily application of oxygen face cream will result in quicker and easier extraction, and you should find the more you use oxygen face cream, the less often you will need to extract. Oxygen face cream will also diminish open pores and greatly reduce scar tissue. Vita A Combi 3 can be applied to spots on a daily basis and is the best and quickest natural spot zapper available. Remember, spots cannot survive in oxygen. Only Herzog delivers patented oxygen therapy. Remember, for quicker results, make sure your lymph system is free by using Oxygen Body 3%. If problems persist after frequent home extractions, we would recommend a professional treatment. All Karen Herzog authorised salons and spas offer a pore draw facial, which features a professional extraction combined with a lymph stimulation technique.